Hello, modern Canadian living enthusiasts. Welcome back for the follow-up video on the super handy chicken plucker. Today, we're going to finish the review. We'll let you know how it performed. But first, we've got to roll that intro. So stay tuned. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the likes, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on anything that we do here. So about a week ago, we tested this unit out. We did a processing, or as we call it, a graduation day on the farm. We had a whole bunch of different chickens go through it, and well, it performed really, really well. I gotta say, super impressed. It is lightweight, easy to move around, and it did its job really, really well. We will have some footage later on of the machine in action. We'll put up a disclaimer before that, but we will be showing it in action just so you can see how it does about cleaning the feathers off the bird. When it comes to setup, like I said, very easy. Plug in the GFI rated plug. Make sure that you use an extension cord depending on where you are. And if you are using an extension cord with this, we highly recommend putting a plastic bag around it and then putting some electrical tape, as we are working with water when we're using a chicken plucker, and we would hate to have any electric shocks or anything else happen as a result of water. And yes, we do have others, roosters in the back, that are now joining Ghost in the Superstar area. So if you want to say hi to them or you want to know more about our roosters, stick around because we will be having videos coming on those. But for today, let's get back to the chicken plucker. This unit assisted with about 40, just over 40 birds graduation about a week and a couple of days ago. And like I was saying, it performed very, very well. Couple of things we noticed, though, do want to pass along. First and foremost, make sure you start the machine before putting the birds in. This just makes it go a lot easier, allows the machine to get up to speed and do a better job. We also noticed that depending on the size of the birds, and if you're only putting in one bird at a time, that they can sometimes get a little stuck on the sides, their feet, neck, anything of the sort. That does require you to move it around. It does work best with 2 birds at a time, depending on the size of the chickens or ducks that you're doing. And I would highly, highly recommend having a very, very good water flow. We're actually considering putting a piece of hose on the inside of the drum with some holes to direct water down. One thing we noticed is after about 20 or so birds worth of defeathering, there can be a buildup of feathers in the bottom of the drum. It does a great job at removing them, putting them out the chute and into the collection bucket. But when you're processing 20, 30, 50, 60, 100 birds, you may have to pause in between after about 20 or 30 birds. Just declip the drum, take it off, give it a quick rinse to make sure that there is no buildup of the feathers. The 92 fingers that are on the inside of the drum and on the base plate that do turn around, they worked well. They didn't really damage the birds. Again, one of the most important things when using a chicken plucker is the other unit that is not featured here, that was in our other videos, is the scalder. Scalding the birds and having the water at the right temperature is key to the plucker and its efficiency. If it's too hot, you will not only cook the bird, but you can rip the skin, damage it. If it's too cold, the feathers won't come off, and then you're still going to be left with doing some hand plucking. And that's what, with a unit like this, we want to avoid, right? We want to save our fingers, save the soreness from plucking that many birds, and make the process go a whole lot easier. Other than pausing after about every 20 birds or so and just checking to make sure that it wasn't jamming up, cleaning it was super easy. We start by removing all the clips around. Doesn't take too long. This unit has 4 clips, 4 little carabiners. Go ahead and take them off. We'll put our plug just underneath. And then there's just a little clips on the side of the unit. Pull down, lift up the bottom little catch. Comes right over the drum. And then just like that, you can pull the drum off. As you can see, we have some of the rubber fingers on the inside. along with some of them on the bottom plate here. Worth noting is there are 3 reversed fingers on the bottom turn plate. This is done on purpose. This is what helps move the feathers from underneath, pushing them down into the catch bucket at the bottom. When you use a unit like this, there is a little yellow sticker here. There's also one on the unit, and there's a little sensor. We need to make sure that we're lining the sensor up with the other little sticker, which in this case is right here, when we're putting the drum back on. Once that's done, it's a simple process of reversing the clips, just going down, locking them all in. We then need to put the carabiners back on, of course, just as an extra safety precaution, make sure that they don't move, plug it in, and you're ready to start plucking once again. This unit did very, very well. We were truly impressed with it. It's lightweight, it's size, it's easy to maneuver, move around, and it did a wonderful, wonderful job. But like I said, scalding temperature is your most important factor when using something like this. As mentioned at the start of this video, we are going to show the unit in action. So this is your disclaimer. Please note that we are about to show footage of the unit in processing. We are not going to show the bird being culled. We are just going to show it after that step as it goes into the plucker, into the scalder, and then into the plucker, so you can see how the defeathering goes. So viewer beware, discretion advised. This footage can be graphic for some. You'll see here with the different clips that we're going to be showing what I was talking about, the scalding temperature. Now, there are some that the bird was too hot, some that the bird was too cold, and then others where the bird was just perfect. The Goldilocks zone, right? We're all familiar with that little tale when it came to plucking. We chose to show you all that so you understand the importance of scalding temperatures. It really does need to be about 149 to 155. If it's above that, that can be too hot. You can start cooking the bird, risk damaging and tearing the skin. If it's below that, the feathers simply won't come off, as you can see in the clips. There will be some defeathering, but they won't completely be removed as we're expecting. When you're going through this, you can see the machine does move around a little bit, so having it on a stable base is important. And keeping that water going in to the drum as it's turning around really, really helps the feathers be removed and then get flushed out from the plucker itself. Units like this are very handy. There's this one. There are many different styles. All the drum ones kind of operate the same with a varying number of finger counts. But as you can see, they really help out and make the graduation ceremony go a lot easier. We're going to keep using this unit and our scalder and some other things that we have around here. We'll follow up with some more reviews, let you know if there's any other issues that we noticed or anything that comes up with it. But overall, super impressed with the super handy 1 horsepower chicken plucker. I would definitely recommend it. Price-wise, especially if you use the Amazon trick about putting it in your cart and waiting for a little bit, it is better bang for your buck. There are units out there that are double and triple the prices, and at the end of the day, it's pretty much the same thing. Something else to consider is what we mentioned in the first video when we featured the chicken plucker, is its size. There are other units out there, but something you got to keep in mind and consider is the storage of a unit like this. So this one, the drum comes off, you can actually take the legs apart and it kind of goes into itself somewhat. There are other units out there that do not disassemble. They are big. They are permanently attached. The only thing you can do is undo the turning tray at the bottom and remove that for cleaning, but the unit itself stays all together. This makes for a bigger unit to store, a bigger unit to transport if you're planning on renting it or loaning it out, and overall more cumbersome. So consider the number of birds you're going to process, what type of birds you're going to be processing, and the storage when it comes to choosing a chicken plucker. Don't just look at how many fingers it has and how good of a job it does at plucking, but make sure that you factor in the other stuff too. As always, we have so much more to cover. There's lots more to show you all. We will be taking a tour in the back, show you the remaining chickens and turkeys that are out on pasture, along with updates on our mixed flocks and our breeding groups, along with the progression of the new coops and runs. So until next time, everyone, get out there, enjoy the sun, enjoy the weather, enjoy nature. And we will see you again soon. Take care.